All right, since we're live.
Since we're live. Yeah. Oh, I don't want that on there.
There we go. It says comments don't show up.
All right. Hello. Thank you guys for joining us. Do you have any comments popping up on your side, Jamie?
Not yet.
Okay. Let me jump on online and make sure that we're on.
Yeah, maybe that's what I was just thinking the same.
Yeah. We're on there. Oh, Karen's on.
Yes. Oh, there's Karen.
Now we got stuff coming.
Hey, ladies.
Now we got people coming on. For a minute there.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining. You jumped on a little bit early.
Morning, whichever it is where you are.
Yeah. We got about another minute and then we'll get started. Give you guys some time to get in and get settled. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Nadisha.
Hi, Nadisha. Hi, Jessica.
Plurals. I think Bartolome just
Kelly. So many friends.
So many friends. Yes. Thank you guys so much for joining today. Hopefully your Wednesday is going well. Hey, guys.
I love Jamye Coffman Amber. It's going to be so much fun. That's what Amber and I said right before we started. Hey, Tony. What's your face?
Hi. Awesome. I'm excited. Lots of people are joining right away today.
Yes.
Happy to hear it. Everyone else must be excited about Keune You as well.
Right? They must be as excited as we are.
Yes. Well, with that being said, it is 1 o'clock, so we might as well jump on into it if you're ready, Jamie.
I'm ready, Freddie.
Awesome. Well, hello, welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you for taking time out of your day to be here with us and talk about our newest member to the Keune family, and that is Keune You. So today's Spotlight Edition is all about Keune You, how it's going to benefit you in the salon and benefit your clients at home. Super excited to share this with you, and I'm really excited that we have Jamye Coffman with us today, sharing some of her knowledge on Keune You also. Jamie actually had the opportunity to travel to headquarters in Amsterdam, or outside of Amsterdam, and learn about Keune You from who created it and who's been launching it to the world. So I asked Jamie if she would just share a little bit about that experience, just to let us into like what it was like to be there when they launched Keune You to the world.
Sure. It was so amazing, Amber. That's where I met my friend Tony that is on our call today as well. And, you know, we got the opportunity to go there, go to HQ, see everything that was in the works, including Keune You, Color Chameleon, and a few other things that I cannot speak of. But, you know, we got to spend time with the family, a lot of family dinners, a lot of reminders that we are this one worldwide unit. So that was super exciting, and really delving into playing with products like Color Chameleon and Keune You and some of the things that are coming down the road was really just a cool experience, and them getting our feedback as well. That when I say they, like the product developers, you know, getting the feedback from all of the people who are out there talking about it and selling it and using it and showing salons how to use it, I think was just a huge piece in what we do, and really drove it home that we work for this company that really cares what people think and that their opinions go into the making of the product as well. So it's such a great experience.
That's so cool, and it's such a great place to experience in general, and to get to see a product launch. Like that's awesome. And I believe like Keune You is just that, like it's a collaboration of what people have been wanting for so long. And I know for me, like, and probably for you too, Jamie, but you can speak to it, like this is one of a kind. Like I don't know that I've worked with anything that's similar to Keune You. And I remember a conversation with George Keune quite a few years ago now, where he had started talking about this like intermixing of like things, and I was like, what are you talking about? Like that sounds so cool. Like how to personalize a shampoo and conditioner for a guest and then incorporate color into it is just to me, kind of mind-blowing, but I love the opportunities that it's going to give us that we can give to our guests. So Keune You, who's it for? What do we do with it? And why is it different? Keune You is designed for the person that has always struggled with finding a shampoo and conditioner that works with their hair. It's for somebody that has more than one hair concern, whether it's treatment related, shine related, or color related. The person that feels like they have to have 6 different shampoos in their shower, which is me, at all times. So Keune You is not only going to be able to meet all their hair care needs, but they'll be able to meet it with one product. And not saying that you can't have 6 different shampoos or conditioners in your shower, but this will allow your guests to purchase just one, and you'll be able to customize it for them. So what it consists of is a base shampoo and conditioner. And they come in both retail sizes and back bar sizes. So you'll see, where are we at here? Keune You shampoo and our Keune You conditioner. So this is the base. This is what the other elixirs get added into, and Jamie's going to talk about that in a little bit. So this is what they'll go home with. You'll be able to customize this, but you'll also be able to give them a sample of what that shampoo and conditioner will feel like in the salon by doing just a one-time treatment. These also come in your back bar sizes. So you'll be able to use those again to customize at the back bar for the guest. Thank you, Jamie. It shows up a little bit better on your screen. Mine must be too bright. But what's in here is amazing. So again, this is the base that you add the elixirs to, and it needs this base for the elixirs to stay mixed in the product and have the longevity in this bottle until they run out of it. So this is sulfate-free, and it does contain extra panthenol, which is a conditioning agent to add moisture and shine to the hair. So the shampoo and conditioner already have some moisture to it, and then you can add more to it if that's something that your guest needs. So it's a great starting place to whatever you add to it. It also has a really sophisticated fragrance. I think it literally, like, the aroma of it fills a room. So every time I use it, I know my bathroom in my shower smells like Keune You. So in your salon, imagine that aroma just taking over. So it has a very distinct fragrance that's exclusive to Keune You. So I'm excited for you guys. If you haven't smelt it, or if you have smelt it, I would love for you to share your thoughts on it. But that's a little bit about the shampoo and the conditioner. What we add to that are the elixirs, and that's all the stuff that you see behind Jamie and I.
Perfect. All right. So on that note, the range itself. So where, as Amber said, this stands out is there are a lot of products that allow you to add or are color treated or colored shampoos and conditioners. And there are a lot that are just focused on the internal structure of the hair. But with these elixirs, you can create things that do both. So we'll go through them. First off, we have Cool Blonde, and Jamie's tongue-tied, Cool Blonde, which is going to be a violet-based elixir. Cool Brown, which is more of a blue-based conditioner. And I'm going to go ahead and answer this question because it's been asked in the pop-up video. Question, I was like, we're getting right there. So the one thing visually that you will see is because of the intensity of the blue, and there is a tiny bit of violet in that, just because when you're dealing with cooling down brown hair, you're going through red, orange, and yellow. So you still need all of those shades. So it does appear more violet than it really is in the bottle, where the blue or the blonde, I noticed someone mentioned it looks more blue, but it actually is violet. So remember that the intensity and the level of the colors that you're dealing with that also create that, what that looks like in the bottle, that can kind of change it. But I assure you, I've done quite a few swatches with this, and the blue definitely, or the blonde definitely cools down those yellow tones, and the brunette definitely cools down brown hair. So got an experiment right there. So there's those two. We also have a red elixir, which this is eyeball shocking to me. Super red. And then copper. Oops. Just kind of show you what those look like as well. So you can see each of them have their tone that you could see that you're getting what you're getting. So, so those are the elixirs for the color treatments. And I'm making sure I put the lid on there because I've made that mistake before. Tony can probably attest to that. Lids are very important. When we get into the actual care elixirs, we have one for color treatment, one for curl. I don't know if you can see that. Turn that around there. One for shine. I should have not sat so far from them. One from shine, or maybe I could just see them. See, if I don't cut my head off. There we go. So smoothing, volume, and last but not least, nutrition. So with that in mind, the next step to customizing someone's formula would simply be finding out what their needs are. And it can be a simple question such as, you know, Amber, if you looked in the mirror, what is the one thing, the first thing that pops out of your mind that you don't like about your hair, that you want to fix about it?
I like being a cool blonde. So usually the first thing is warp that I see.
Okay. All right. What else? What's the second concern?
Because I'm a blonde, usually I notice that my hair needs a little bit more moisture.
Moisture?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now, those are the primary two concerns. Are there any other things that you would really like your hair care products to take care of for you?
That's really the only thing. Those are the two biggest things that I struggle with. Obviously, I always enjoy shine. So that would be the only other thing that I would add in. Perfect.
So Amber, if I could mix up a formula for you today that would deliver you the cool toning abilities and more moisture and shine, would that be something of interest to you?
Absolutely. All in one bottle, for sure.
All in one bottle especially, but we'll try it out at the back bar for you today. Okay. So I'll show you how we're going to mix that up. We're going to start out with our cute little Keune You mixing bowl and our cute little Keune You spoon. We're going to do 4 pumps of shampoo. That's, if you had a ton of hair, that would be about the maximum amount of shampoo, but it's the perfect mixing ratio. Stand up off this, I guess. 2, 3, and 4. We're going to do 4 pumps of shampoo. And because Amber said cool blonde or coolness in her blonde is definitely one of the most important, we're going to do 1 pump of cool blonde. This way you can see it. Oops, maybe. There we go. Of the cool blonde. And 1 of, where did it go? Smooth for moisture. Whoops. Unlock the bottle. That's the key. Especially for a Facebook Live, right? So 1 pump of that. That really was 1 pump. It hadn't been used yet. So that was air the first time. And then you simply mix.
There you go.
In the bottle. Can you see that now? All right. So what you see that you end up with is a kind of purplish, as we mentioned, the blonde mixture, but it doesn't really change the consistency of the shampoo. So it still looks like shampoo. Now, because we suggest 2 and no more than 2 elixirs into the products, then I would recommend to Amber that in our conditioner, because of course we all know conditioners stay on longer than shampoos, that we may revisit the cool blonde and maybe put the shine into that one. So again, maybe
that's a great point, Jamie. Before you, I mean, you can pump the shampoo and the conditioner don't have to match. Like that's the beautiful thing about it is a lot of times when we retail shampoo and conditioner, they want the duo that goes together. For this, you can treat 2 different specific needs, 1 in the shampoo and 1 in the conditioner. So if I had really dry ends, instead of Jamie using shine in the conditioner, she could also use nutrition. So there's a lot of different options and combinations.
That one hadn't been used either.
Yeah.
Had a little air in the tube. So what I think is really neat, though, is when you're mixing these up. So this is the conditioner. Once I get it mixed, it's kind of seeing the difference of how they actually look. And I'm going to have blue fingers, or a blue finger. Shampoo to the conditioner. And I don't know if you can see that through there. Whoops. If I can
there you go.
This is shampoo. and that's conditioner. You can see they're actually slightly different shade in them. So each one is a little bit different. Now, we would do the exact same thing if she were taking this home. So that's how you mix it for the back bar shampoo and conditioner. Then for the at home, you just do 15 pumps. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I feel like I'm on Sesame Street and we're doing counting.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then where did my spoon go? There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And you would repeat the same process, of course, with the shampoo or with the conditioner. So I want to point out one really big thing. Amber said these bases are meant to be used with these products so that they don't ever separate. So that's why the shampoo and the conditioner are both out there for Keune You. The next important thing is that you close the top and you make sure the top part is closed. Because if the top part is not closed, you might embarrass yourself in front of about 40 other countries in the middle of a Keune Academy stage because you mixed up red and copper and you didn't get your lid closed. And now you and part of the stage are dotted with bright red, looks like a murder scene, color. So the next step is to simply shake for 30 seconds. And once your 30 seconds is over, as someone said, shake it like a Polaroid picture, shake it like your mama gave it to you, whatever that was. Just continue to shake it for about 30 seconds. Then you simply place it into the Keune You box, or before you do that, actually, let me take you back. While the box is still flat, you can actually fill out exactly what you mixed up for the person. Your name in the prepared by and the date that it was made. So just know that that's where that goes. I'm going to back up because I did leave off one little small important part. On the back of every one of these elixirs, when you mix something up for someone, there are these little stickers. Let me pull that off. That you pull off of the actual bottle. So if you can see that, pull the sticker off the bottle, and it actually goes right on the back of the shampoo bottle. Just like that. There's two little squares. I don't know if you can see them there. There's two little squares where you put those in. Those are actually batch codes. So if for some reason there were ever an issue and we needed to recall a batch, we could let you know, or you could let us know if something happened. You have something to refer and we'll know which batch that was made from. So those are important. Both those stickers go on there. Then it goes into the handy dandy box that is sealed by a beautiful rose gold sticker. So you fill out the info, pop that in there, close it up, and you truly have something custom for your guests. No one else is offering this. So this is a one-of-a-kind kind of gift for each of your clients. Assure that they will purchase something like that. Yeah. So, yeah. Amber, what if they wanted to do something in a treatment?
If they wanted to do something in a treatment, I'm going to get there just 1 second. I think Jessica already answered it. For those of you that are missing Jessica Mills on the phone today, she's in our comments. Yes. Somebody just asked when we can get this. The launch is September 1st. So check with your distributor, check with your sales rep. You'll be able to order it, and the launch is September 1st. It was supposed to happen a couple months ago, but because of everything, we wanted to make sure Keune You had the spotlight that it deserved, and we wanted to make sure you guys were in the salon when we launched it. So you'll be able to get your hands on it very soon. Thank you, Jamie, for sharing all of that. So now we know what happens when we mix in the salon. The client, they'll know what to expect when they get it home. They can see exactly what's in their shampoo and conditioner. But the beautiful thing about this is Keune You can also be used to help bring more income in for you in the salon. So we have exclusive treatments that you can do with Keune You, again, to help generate more income for you, but then to also be able to give clients more options when they come to see you. So we have a few different options, and we'll start with the first one, which is utilizing one of our Keune Care masks in conjunction with our care elixirs or color elixirs. So again, based on that consultation, seeing what your guest needs, what their needs are, and how you can help them, that's how you would first pick which care mask is going to be best for them. So since Jamie was talking about, I think you talked about smooth, right? Is that one
Yes.
of those? So just happens to be the one that's on the top of the mask. So if my guests wanted more moisture, or say it was really humid in their area, or they have curly hair and they just needed help smoothing that hair down, my care mask that I would reach for would be the Keratin Smooth. So this is really going to help alleviate those issues that they're having. Now, how I can personalize that for them is by adding in more of the care elixirs or the color elixirs. So the formula for that is 30 mLs of your care mask mixed with 2 pumps of your elixir. So whatever their first hair concern is and their second hair concern is. And this is, again, just for back bar only. So if this is something that you charge for normally doing a mask in the back bar, I would definitely still continue to charge for this service because it is an in-salon exclusive service. So you would measure out 30 mLs of your mask, and we can do that now. So I would still use my Keune scale. You can grab your bowl. Whenever you're doing this in the back bar, I always like using the little spatula as well.
It's great, Amber. We have some really great comments going on over here.
Oh, good.
A studio tip for anyone with acrylic nails. Debbie has given us you can also use tweezers to pull that off. So if you have acrylics where they're thicker and hard to get those things off, that's a great tip there. Salon Service Group and Life of Riley have theirs in stock. So that was a nice set of quotes from the distributors as well. Tony wants to come help us launch it. So yeah,
please.
We would love to have you, Tony, but might be tough getting flights about this time.
Yeah, we would always love to in the world. So I have 30 mLs of the Keratin Smooth Mask in the bowl. I just did 1 pump of the Cool Blonde, kind of just playing off of what my hair and what we've been talking about. And then I'll also do 1 pump of, let's do 1 pump of Nutrition, because blonde hair always needs a little extra love. So you'll see that in the bowl. It mixes up beautifully with our care mask. So again, you can use any of our masks and completely make a customized mask for your guests in the salon. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I would definitely let them be a part of this process. I know a lot of times what we do behind the scenes, they don't see. I think it would be really cool to actually mix this beside them so that they can see what you're customizing for them. Because again, the more that we can create that exclusive salon experience, the more they become loyal to you and the more they become loyal to the products that you're using. So with our care masks, these sit on the hair or process for 3 to 5 minutes. They don't need heat to activate. If you like doing a hot towel in the salon, you can always wrap a hot towel around it just to create, again, more of that experience. But this will stay on the hair for 3 to 5 minutes. So this is something that will add moisture, will help neutralize warmth in the hair because we added Cool Blonde, and help add a little nutrition in there as well. Let's say that that's not enough. Let's say that our client has really compromised hair. It just needs a little extra help and a little extra TLC. I can add one of our Miracle Elixir Ampules to this mixture to give them more protection, help rebuild some of those bonds, and help strengthen the hair. And if you guys aren't familiar with our Miracle Elixirs, this is an in-salon treatment as well, exclusive for you guys to use at your back bar. They come in these little vials that you can use. And these are designed to be mixed in with our care masks. So you can use an elixir, a mask, and now our care elixirs and color elixirs. So I would open this, grab my mixture that I already had, and empty that vial of care elixir right into it. And again, this is going to be for like compromised hair, hair that needs a little bit of extra attention to help rebuild and repair some of those bonds that are in the hair. So same mixture done 2 separate ways, one for hair that really needs extra love and attention and one that just needs more daily maintenance. you have any questions so far on?
So I scooted up to see, would you need to spray the Miracle Elixir spray first when doing the treatments?
Great question. So can you spray the Miracle Elixir spray first? So for those of you that aren't familiar, we have Miracle Elixir ampules and then Miracle Elixir spray. These are salon exclusive. The spray is a retail take-home product. So the spray really helps reinforce and keep the longevity of the elixir treatment that you do in the salon. So there's really no need to spray the Miracle Elixir spray first. This is going to do the trick. I would then suggest retailing the Miracle Elixir spray for them to go home with, as well as their Keune You custom shampoo and conditioner. It's a great question. Thank you. Whoever asked that.
Next question is, if you retail masks in your salon, is it still 15 pumps for each elixir? And I believe the meaning is like, would you hook that together and then send that mask out? And the answer to that is we don't actually recommend that the mask be retailed in a custom formula. This is specifically for back bar use only. Because of the longevity of the length of a mask, they can start to separate. So the shampoo and conditioner are meant, that base is meant to have a longevity of the full length of the shampoo and conditioner, but the masks were not. So we don't recommend customizing the masks for take home, just the shampoo and conditioner. And then Amber, what about Vaughn Fusion?
It's like,
ironically, you have it in your hand. Yeah.
Thank you, DC. It's like you read my mind. Vaughn Fusion is also compatible with the Elixirs. So what you would do when you use it with Vaughn Fusion is you would mix up a Vaughn Fusion standalone treatment. And in this case, we kind of upped how much you use just so that you have enough for a service to apply to the hair. So it's going to be 8 mLs of phase 1 and 16 mLs of phase 2. So we're going to mix that up. So again, 8 mLs of phase 1. And then 16 mLs of phase 2. Just enough left in my bottle. And I'm going to use the same, so you would still add 2 pumps of the elixirs of your choice. So we'll stick with the same 2 that we used. Of the Cool Blonde. So 1 pump of Cool Blonde. And then 1 pump of Nutrition. And then you can mix. I don't know if I mentioned this when we were talking about using the Miracle Elixir in. Your processing time when you add Miracle Elixir is going to be 20 minutes. So when you do your mask and your elixirs and Miracle Elixir, it's 20 minutes. If you do a Vaughn Fusion standalone treatment, it's a 10-minute processing time. So some of it might depend on how much time you have in the salon. Because this is a standalone treatment, I would definitely still recommend charging for it. So and whatever that is in your salon, whatever you have the set price for. So this can be applied to the hair because it's a standalone treatment. It is on the runnier side. I find it most successful once it's in the bowl to just kind of like drizzle it onto the hair and then work it in, comb it through. If you need more than this, then you can always do the same amount and just double it. So it would be 16 mLs of phase 1, 32 mLs of phase 2, and then a total of 4 pumps. So as long as you're using the same increments, you can always do more if the hair really needs more. So you have the option of doing Miracle, or you have the option of doing your elixirs and a care mask, of doing Miracle Elixir and a care mask and the Miracle Elixir, or a Vaughn Fusion standalone treatment with your elixirs of choice. So you have 3 different options for back bar treatments that are exclusive to that client in your salon. So I think that's really cool. Is not only is it profitable for the guests to go home, but it also makes sense for us to do in the salon, which I think is cool. Jamie, what about you?
I think it's awesome. Speaking of awesome, I believe you have some visuals that you can share to show the finished results of some of the color treated masks. So.
Yeah. I had a little fun yesterday and created some swatches for you guys so you could see. And then also, I couldn't leave Emma out. She's here on every episode. I had to bring her back. I mean, she just at this point likes being here. So let's run through some of the swatches duplicate on Emma. So we'll run through the swatches first, and then I will show you what happens on hair that's been previously lightened and how you can transform an already look that somebody has into something else if they just want a temporary change. So what you'll see as we go through the swatches are some of the shades that are more intense in your shampoo than in your conditioner. And I'll just start off by saying what it looks like in the bowl isn't necessarily what it's going to look like on the hair. So
definitely.
What it looks like in the bowl might not be what it looks like on the hair. So just keep that in mind. But the first one is Flamingo Pink. And this is your shampoo and your conditioner. To create Flamingo Pink, it is a mix of red and cool blonde. So if you're doing a back bar shampoo for them, it would be 4 pumps of your base, either shampoo or conditioner, 1 pump of red, and 1 pump of cool blonde. And this is the end result for your shampoo and the end result for the conditioner. These are both on a level 9 swatch, so you can definitely tell that one's more intense than the other, which is great to know depending on what intensity they want to have. So that is Flamingo Pink. These are also great if you use color chameleon in the salon, or if you've done a glaze of soft pink. Great to send them home as a refresher so that they can upkeep that pink hair all week long, or a couple weeks long, until they see you again. Next up is Peach. This way. This is your shampoo. And this is your conditioner. So again, the shampoo, a little bit more pastel than the conditioner. And to create Peach, you're going to use 1 pump of your copper and 1 pump of cool blonde. So if you're going to do
so beautiful.
Huh?
That is so beautiful.
It's so pretty. I mean, there's a lot of times before we came out with Peach in semi-color that I tried to create this shade so often, and now it's super easy to do in a shampoo and conditioner. Again, these are both on a level 9 swatch. So it'd be 4 pumps of your base, either shampoo or conditioner, to 1 pump of cool blonde and 1 pump of copper. So we're able to create pink.
That would be so pretty on a natural redhead, like a natural copper strawberry blonde. That would be such a pretty shade for them to upkeep with. Sorry, I come from a family full of redheads, so that's all I kept thinking when I saw that was that is exactly what most of my family needs in their shampoo and conditioner.
Yes, for sure. So again, I mean, super easy to refresh, like either a color that you did in the salon, enhance natural tones like Jamie was saying that they already have in their hair. It could also be a fun change for someone like me that just keeps their hair blonde all the time. See, I saw my stylist the next time and I was like, I just want a temporary change, because this will only be temporary unless you continue to wash it with the shampoos and conditioners, keeping that tone in the hair. So I could go in for my next haircut and just be, I want a like slight pink change, and they could do a one-time back bar service with the shampoo of the red and the cool blonde to just give me a pink hue for a couple days until it gradually releases out of the hair. So super flexible, easy formulas to use for whoever sits in your chair. Ideal level though for these shades are a 9 or a 10. So ideal level 9 or 10. The darker the hair, the less intense the end result. So just keep that in mind. I've got 4 other swatches. Super beautiful tones. You'll notice that they're a little bit deeper, a little bit richer. These are the 4 tones that we'll also see on Emma. So these shades are, and before I get into that, there's a little section in the back, and hopefully you guys can see, yep, right here, this section. This is where her hair started at. You guys see that? It has some highlights in it, more of like a coppery like end result. She was on one of my lives a couple weeks ago, I think, so we just reused her. So we definitely wanted to pick up on those lighter pieces. In this front right section, there we go. There, now we can.
There it is. There it is.
So Here's the before in the center. Everything's backwards. You think I would get used to it at some point. This is the before. And this is with the beige formula. So this front right section. So when you use beige, it's ideal to have some warmth in the hair to neutralize. If there's no warmth in the hair, some of that coolness will definitely deposit onto the hair. And to create beige, you're going to use cool blonde and cool brown. So cool blonde and cool brown, ideal levels would be 6 or 7, again, to neutralize some of the warmth that's in there. Jamie, I don't know if you have the swatches in front of you, but did you have the beige ones that you created? So that they can see what it looks like.
I do not. For some reason, oh, wait, there it is.
So when there's no warmth in the hair.
I have the one on the level 7.
There you go.
So you can see that. I don't know if it gets any better anywhere else, but the lighting. I'm like, oh, the lighting.
The lighting. Just know if there's not a lot of warmth, the beige will go on the cooler side. So it almost needs that warmth in there to neutralize. Right behind the beige, we have chocolate brown, and it is so pretty. I don't know if you can see this section here, but it has some warmth to it. It looks like melted chocolate. It's such a gorgeous tone. Your chocolate brown is going to be cool brown and red. So cool brown and red are your two color elixirs that you would create chocolate brown. Beautiful shade. And its ideal level would be like a 6 or a 7 to be applied to. If the hair's darker than that, you'll just get, again, a less intense end result. This front section, this is bright red. So the bright red is a mix of copper and red, and that copper really works to enhance the red and just get this really bright, beautiful shade. Notice that it's still toned the natural hair and the highlighted hair. So you almost get a nice variation of tone because it'll pick up on whatever it is there. Again, as long as it's in that 6 or 7 range, but it's darker than that, it'll just be less intense. And then last but not least, in this back corner, we have Mahogany Brown. And that is a mix of the red and cool brown. And that is a beautiful shade. You might be able to see that one actually better on the swatch. Let me find that one. Just because the swatches, I did a level 7, so you'd actually be able to see more of the tone. Isn't that pretty? So again, and that's on a 7, so that's going to be on the brighter side. The mannequin was more of a 6 into a 7. So that's why it's a little bit deeper on the mannequin than on the swatch. But it just goes to show how versatile the color formulas are. And that's just a few of them. There's really over 100 different combinations between color elixirs and care elixirs that you can mix together. So we just shared just a few of the custom blends. If you use cool brown and cool brown, you'll get a really matte brown. So you can really double up on your color elixirs as well to create more intense shades. So Jamie, I don't know if you've played around with different formulas to use, but I
have. I switched from, yeah, from Color Chameleon, I was using the bright red formula to upkeep that, and it did a fantastic job. But when I took it back dark, I ended up mixing the chocolate, the dark chocolate one, and that has done a great job of helping to keep everything a little cooler, not quite as intense of red. So yeah, it still keeps the warmth in there, but literally outside my hair looks like chocolate covered cherries. So it's a very pretty color.
Chocolate brown. It's so pretty. Yeah. It allows you to be creative. And again, if it's something that you offer just in the salon, like for your client for a one-time use, then great. And if they choose to take it home because they like it, that's even better. So yeah, that's all I've got. I'll take pictures of the swatches and post them on my social media. I posted a video of Emma earlier, just her in the process. So if you're curious as to what they look like while they're on the hair, there's a video on my Instagram, and I'll post the after on there as well. Perfect. What else you got? We got colors, we've got retail.
Yeah, we've got colors, we've got retail, we've got a lot of compliments and excitement. People are really excited about it. My sister friend Jessica Bartolucci is on. She's obsessed. We got to do the whole Holland Amber's experience together. So that was an absolute blast, learning about all of the things. So I call her my sister friend now. So yeah, everyone is loving it. Absolute game changer.
Really
One question did come through. How does this, or would this, cannibalize care?
Ooh, that is a great question. And I keep the questions coming in for sure. Like if you have the other questions that you have, but I know Jamie's going to walk us through like how this compares to care, how it's going to complement care, and all of that. So
yeah, sure. Absolutely. So, and that was a great question. So thank you for that. So of course, in a salon, we always worry, is this going to compromise something else I'm already retailing out to my guests? And I think the thing what we have to remember is care is focused at a more solitary need. So if it's someone who needs nutrition, needs strengthening, they've got some damaged, distressed hair, that's something we would send them home with the Vital Nutrition line. If curl is their only concern, we would send them home with curl control. If they were just concerned about keeping their color longevity, we would send them home with Tinted Color Care or Color Brilliance based on, you know, what their preference is. Where this differs from that is this is completely customized. So not only can you treat that one need, you can treat two. It could be two care needs. It could be two color needs. And at the end of the day, you take home shampoo and conditioner, you're treating 4 different needs. So, I love Susie's comment. Yeah. It's pandemic proof. The consumer has a special mix that they can only get from their stylist. So, I mean, that's a good point. It's one of a kind thing. I've seen lines out there that customize care or colored shampoos, but not something that brings that all together. And even our care line, while as amazing as it is, it just suits the one or fixes the one need. And so in order to fix both nutrition and curl, you would need to decide which one you wanted to use in the shampoo, which one you wanted to take home in the conditioner, which one in the treatment. Or this allows you to be able to solidify your shampoos and conditioners, especially for you, and then bring home that treatment that helps to focus in on just that one thing. So,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I agree. I think it complements care. And I think as long as we always look at it complementing, it'll never be a competitive thing. One's there to support the other. And like Jamie said, there's always going to be a niche for two separate things. So yeah, I think that's great. And I'm with you. What Susie's talking about the pandemic proof, yeah. I mean, it's so true. Like this is that opportunity when, and not to bring up pandemic, you know, elephant in the room always, but we spent so much time apart from our guests that I know we do a consultation, but this just takes that consultation one step farther. It forces us to be inclusive with our guests. It forces us to have that one-on-one conversation to really figure it out what their needs are and know that we can meet all of those needs with one product. So Keune You is definitely something that is special, and I'm super excited about it. And it just backs up like everything that Keune has been preaching and talking about for years, and that's individual beauty. That's all about bringing your true self out, and this is just another way that it's about you, meaning it's about the guest, it's about the consumer, and really truly giving them what they need instead of what we think that they need. So I'm excited about it. It's time here. It feels like Christmas.
I know. We've been waiting for so long. I mean, waiting since October for me. And I'm like, oh, it's finally, I can talk about it. I can tell people.
Yeah.
So that's the bonus and the bad side of being on the inside of knowing when products are coming out, right? Yes. So definitely. Relationship building, someone said. It definitely is building that relationship.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys have any questions on Keune You? Now is your time to ask for sure. I know a lot of you said that you're super excited. So hopefully you're planning on getting your hands
with it.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Just comments. Yeah, I need to take back control of the professional products. So yeah.
Yeah. Agree with that 1000%, Justine. Yep. Needed to take back control. And Keune always, and that's the cool thing about Keune, we always support the stylist and the guest that sits in the stylist chair. So this is just another way to make you feel like you're including them by us including you in that process as well. So,
well, yeah, and definitely knowing that they can only get it at a salon. I mean, this isn't something they can get anywhere else. They cannot get this kind of product.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere. So, yeah. Cool.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Jamie, is there anything that anything else you would like to share if we don't have any other questions coming in?
I'm out of shares. Yeah, I'm like out of shares, you know, and usually I'm not at a loss for words. So, yeah, no, it's an amazing product. We can't wait till you guys get your hands on it. Once you start playing with it, remember we send out kind of like that you can mix these things, but definitely play with it a little bit and see what you like and see what you like best. There's really no wrong answer when it comes to customizing, you know, a shampoo and conditioner for your guests. Oh, whoop, got a question. When leaving the Vaughn Fusion on for 20 minutes if using color mix, will the deposit last longer?
Oh, great question. Thank you for that, Susie. So if I leave it on for 20 minutes, because that's the recommended processing time for one of the treatments that I'm doing, will the color deposit longer? Will it last longer? And it will not. So the beauty of the color elixirs is that they're a direct dye. So unless there's porosity issues in the hair, which hopefully you'd be correcting by doing a Vaughn Fusion treatment or a Elixir treatment, that dye is only designed to live on the surface. So unless there's porosity issues, like I said, and it actually stains the hair, you're going to get the same amount of longevity. So length of time doesn't so much matter as condition of the hair, and that will guarantee your longevity. So it's a great question though. So, because I know most of the time if you're doing just a shampoo or a conditioner, it only stays on for a few minutes. So going from 1 to 2 minutes to 20, know that your results are going to be the exact same. And just to test that yesterday on my swatches, I left them for way longer than what they should have sat, and they came out the exact same intensity. And I do definitely plan on doing some like shampooing of them just to see the wear of it, and how many shampoos you'll be able to get out of each one if they do want to just do a one-time use. So it's a great question.
Yeah, and to add to that one, and this I think was actually, Susie read my mind, which was, will it be deeper? Possibly in, say, shampoo or masks, for shampoos and conditioners. And yes, the intensity of the color may be more intense because you're leaving it on longer. But as far as like what Amber said, the lifetime of it with perfectly conditioned hair or good conditioned hair, you're not going to have any longer longevity. It may just be a little more intense in the outcome.
Yeah.
Theirs lasted 3 shampoos.
There you go. Thanks, Rachel.
Thanks, Rachel.
Yep.
I was about what mine lasted. So yeah.
3 shampoos. So keep in mind, again, porosity always plays into that. So if you've got healthy, happy hair, 3 shampoos. It's not as happy, maybe a little bit longer than that. But I
love that. I'm going to start using that. Happy hair and unhappy hair. Thank you.
Yeah. Mine sometimes is unhappy. And you can feel it right now, so it's very unhappy. But
I'm about to be unhappy for a little bit, but it'll get happy again.
Yeah.
I want to go from bright blonde to darker blonde. They can use the beige mix at home before color service. Oh, it's great if a client, that was a comment. Sorry, I thought it was a question there. It's great if a client wants to go from bright blonde to darker blonde, they can use a beige mix at home before the color service. Since Amber brought them up, I did find the swatches. They were just further over in the drawer than I would caution just a little bit of that because beige is meant to go on levels 5 and 6. Here's the difference between a 6 and a 9. And so you'll notice it's got a bit of a purplish cast, if you can see that, on the 9. Mm-hmm. So I would caution you a little bit on the, like if they're a really light blonde going beige, because it could have a pinkish cast to it before you turn them a darker color blonde. Mm-hmm. But if they're like a 7, then that's actually very pretty and a very smart way to do it, because the 7, here's the 6 versus the 7 versus the 9. So you can certainly see the difference between a 6, a 7, and a 9. So the 7 doesn't have quite the cast. It's still true to a beige, but the 9, it's definitely got a lavender tone to it. Let's
Question for you, Jamie. It is hard to do in-salon treatments with current regulations. Any suggestions for a one-time home treatment?
Realistically, it won't. We don't have a really good suggestion, and I know that's not the best answer, because I know everybody thinks, oh, like the little portion cups or things like that. The problem with that is that it's not meant to be stabilized for very long in a treatment. So it really needs to be used immediately. So, I mean, could you possibly mix up something that they were immediately going straight home to put it on? Yes, but I mean, within minutes. I wouldn't recommend anything like putting it into an actual full-size mask.
Agreed. Yeah, that would be the same thing I would recommend. And if you are pressed for time because of regulations, the Care mask and the Elixirs are probably going to be the fastest, so that 3 to 5 minutes. So that would be probably the quickest insulin that you'd be able to do if you have time limits on stuff. But like Jamie said, it's definitely designed to be used almost immediately. So,
or even putting it on, and maybe that's the last step. And they go, if they're leaving with wet hair, because I know some salons aren't blow drying right now, then they could rinse it at home. I mean, those are some options, but you really want this to be something that is special that they can only get from you at the salon. So I would like to taking the treatments, the smallest amount of time would probably be the best route.
Yeah, I would agree.
Cool.
Great. I don't see any other questions coming in. I feel like we've shared a lot.
As much as we can.
I'm really impressed that we've gone 48 minutes talking about shampoo, conditioners, and elixirs.
I know, right? I'm impressed with us right now. I didn't think I could talk that long about shampoo.
But I think it's really, I think we spent a lot of time talking about how it's customizable, not so much about how a shampoo is different than another shampoo, but just how this is going to benefit you and your guests, like when you get back into the salon, because that's really what it's all about. And I'm super glad that we got to share this with you today. I know we're a little bit ahead of schedule, but if you guys don't have any other questions, I think we've given you all the information that you need to be successful with Keune You, and we hope that you try it and enjoy it. And we look forward to hearing your feedback on it. Jamie, do you have anything that you'd like to add?
No, just thank you all for joining us. It's been a lot of fun. And we're just so excited to get to finally share this with you guys.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Hope you have a great Wednesday, and we will see you on Monday. Awesome. Enjoy your day.
Bye.